Good morning, everybody. Good morning to everybody. I'm sitting at the bat signal on the voice inside the Discord. Of course, y'all can't see my face because the the disclaimer is still up. How y'all doing this morning, man? Y'all drop something in the chat. Let me know who in the chat while we let everybody pull up. I give it a second. Hey, I was on the tube today, and I know I hear something. Young, you want to say something, or you just hit mute if you don't want to say something?
No. I'm in here by accident. I'm about to join on YouTube.
Oh, you fine. You can stay there. You can come to YouTube either way. Just hit the mute if you're gonna stay there. I keep hearing stuff. I keep looking over there. Let me see here. Oh, I was checking the tube. I noticed that someone had joined. I'm trying to get the name. I noticed somebody joined the mentorship yesterday, either yesterday or I don't know. But where is it? Okay. All right. Memberships. J. Gill. If you are, let me put my screen up there. J. Gill. If you are in here, right? If you are watching this, make sure you go to your membership tab in YouTube, right? So you're going to go to your channel, right? You're going to go to your channel and you should see a tab that says membership or community. Now, which one? It show up on both of mine, so I don't know which one it is, but click on the tab and you're going to see matter of fact, let me put it at the top because it'd be stuff coming in. So I'm gonna put it at the top. Let me take that off the screen in case people be watching and people be trying to copy the URL. People be trying to copy the URL. All right. Let's see, create a post. Put it there. Discord link. Right. New members, please ensure that you join the Discord after you accept the invite. Please click the muscle emoji at the bottom of the welcome channel to gain access to the server. Do I still have that picture? Let me see if I still got that picture. Oh, watch, I don't have the picture. Of course I don't be. And then I probably deleted the picture. Y'all bear with me, man. I'm trying to get this together. Because people be joining the mentorship, but they don't okay, now let's see if this works. Okay. All right. Now, Jay Gill, right here, and anybody else that hasn't done this. I think everybody did it, but Jay Gill just joined the mentorship. Right. First of all, I appreciate you for joining the mentorship. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're far too kind. Now, you need to go to your channel and go to the membership tab. Right. Go to the membership tab, and then you'll see. Hey, let me refresh this. Oh man, you know what I just did? I just did it again. God dog it. Now I'm gonna have to. I just put it public again. Now I'm gonna have to. Now I got to go do a new thing, because last time I did that, I accidentally put it public. I accidentally put the link public, and people started flooding into the Discord. And I'm like, who are all these people? And I'm talking about I had it public for like 30 seconds, and people started flooding into the Discord. And I was like, who are these people? And I had accidentally put the Discord link public. So now I got to go back and remove this invite. I got to go back and cancel this invite. And jeez, give me strength. I got to go cancel this invite now. Right. And make a new invite now, because I made that one public. And people, I don't know how long it take to delete posts after I take them off, but it I'm talking about people was like flooding in. So PSK was making that green. People always say, what did that mean? P is for the people that can't understand how one homeboy became a man. S for the way you scream and shout. One by one, I'm gonna knock you out. K is for the way when DJ cutting. Other MC, man, you ain't seen nothing. I was saying that because the end of the the end of the code was showing a PSK. PSK was making that green. All right, let's try this again. Okay, create a post. I'm sorry, y'all. Because I'm just change this to all channel members. Edit preview. Save save preview. Man, I've been all day doing this. If your Discord name is different from your YouTube name, All right, all channel members, post now. Now, okay. Man, that took way more time than it should have. That took way more time than it should have. Now, so Jay Gill, I think that was the name. I done closed that other window. So if you are in here, you the first comment I see when I click on the first comment I see, man, go pretend like you doing some work somewhere, man. All right, so if you in here for Jay Gill and any other new member or anybody that hasn't done this, right? If you go to your membership tab, right? You go to community tab too. If you go to the community tab too, it'll be there. But if you go to the membership tab, right, you will see I just put it up there, right? I renewed it. You will see a post here. Come to this post, right? You probably gonna have to click on read more. There's a Discord invite link there. Click on that invite link. When you click on that invite link, right, you're going to come into the Discord. You're not all the way in yet, right? You're not all the way in yet. You have to come on the welcome screen, welcome channel. That's the only thing you're going to have access to. You got to go to the bottom of the welcome channel and click this muscle emoji right there. Right now, it is currently on 75, right? Right now, it currently says 75. You have to click it so that that number changes, right? Back then, when I first did this, it says 61, but it's at 7. Click that muscle emoji. And if your Discord name is different than your YouTube name, right? DM me inside Discord and say, hey, Tim, right? I am such and such on YouTube, right? Because we have members that have different names on different platforms. And I have to put you in your tier over here. So I know it's a tiered system. If I look at it, if I see a new member, right? If I see a new member over here and I don't know who that person is, I don't know what tier to put you in, right? And, you know, eventually I'll get around to asking you who you are. But please just if you're, see how this right here says Sanjay, I mean, yeah. See how that says WHBH4, right? See that right? WHBH4. There's no WHBH4 on YouTube. So I wouldn't know who this person is. You see what I'm saying? You see how that says the G is silent? If there's no the G is silent on YouTube, I wouldn't know who that person is. So DM, please. I'm saying this over and over and over because people come in and they never DM me. And then I'd be like, hey, who are you? And then they never respond. And then eventually I just get tired of what's the name and I just kick them back out. Right? Now that all of that's out of the way, Jay Gills, welcome to the gang gang. Welcome to the gang gang. Looking forward to doing great and wonderful things with you. Now, after all of that, I'm pretty sure ain't nobody left here but True Blue Gang. So I ain't even got to go through the whole invitation. Let's see who in here. Good morning. Here to learn and share. Good morning, Tish. What's going on, Kim? What's up, E-Rock? What's happening, Seawalk? What's up to Black Al Davis? What's up, Jay Matic? What's going on, Sonya? Yeah, you too. What's up, Rob? Michelle Tucker. Michelle, I ain't seen you in a month of Sundays. Michelle say she just joined. What's up, FC? What's going on? Hola, Valentine. Hola. What's up? Michelle came in late. She said, I'm glad it took a long time because I just joined. Well, Michelle, since you just joined, let's get started. Since Michelle just joined, let's get started. All right, we got 9 minutes before the market opens. Right. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Okie doke. Let's get our 6 o'clock line. Oh, I marked this out so I know where it's at. That's the new day opening gap. I was like, I'm gonna put the new day opening gap there so I know where to go, and I'm still looking around for it. All right. Y'all see how we went up there and skated across the top of that civvy? Price went up there and skated across that civvy. Hey, man. It's the job. I can only join on Fridays. Hey. Friday. It's Michelle Tucker Day. Yeah. Okay. We opened up here at 54.46 even. Right. Opened up the session at 54.46 even. Evangelical. Yeah. Behind all this stuff. Wait a minute. It's not even in my TDA. Wait a minute. It's not even in my TDA. Wait a minute. It's not even in my TDA. Oh, so wasn't nothing on my TDA but the high and the low lines? Just had the high and the low lines. Okay. Just had the high and the low lines. All right. So we had a gap up, right? So we start the session off with a gap up, a nice 1.25, 1.25 point gap up. All right, that's your new day opening gap for those who like to incorporate that in their trading strategy, I guess you'll say. Opened up at 54.46 even. Start to push up inside this hourly SIBI there, right? We had an hourly SIBI from 345 yesterday, right? So we had an hourly SIBI from 345 yesterday. Started to push our way up, moving away from the afternoon low and moving toward the afternoon high, right? Let's mark these out. So never would have made it. Right? Look at that. We never even reached that time-based liquidity through the whole night. Right? So we never reached either one of the afternoon session time-based liquidities. Right? The high from 3 15 and the low from 4 p.m. We never made it to either of those throughout the entire overnight session. So let's see what we did. Right, we start to move up inside the 345 SIBI. Okay, pull back down into the new day opening gap, went to the low of the SIBI. The low of the SIBI is 54.45.25, right? And we traded back down to 54.45.50. So one tick away from the low of that 345 SIBI. Okay. And then price started to rally from there. We pushed up, we displaced up above the opening high, right? At the Asian Open, right? Because if I'm not mistaken, I think 6 o'clock is like the Sydney Open, and then the Asian Open is at 8 o'clock. Because I always called it the Sydney and Asian session because it's 2 different sessions, but I want to say Sydney starts at 6 and the Asian starts at 8. So at the Asian Open, like we rallied above the opening high, displaced above the opening high, creating a busy right here. Right. Creating a busy on the 8 o'clock candle. Okay. Pushed up, dug a little bit deeper up into this hourly SIBI that we were in. Right. And then we retraced back down to consequent encroachment of that 8 o'clock SIBI above the open high. So we engaged the buy side, right? Engaged the buy side, retraced back down into the BISI, right? And we stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks, blocks on blocks on blocks on blocks. Remember when we talked about IPTA price delivery? Which IPTA price delivery is this here, right? From the open, right? Just let's say from the open to the top of this SIBI. Which IPTA price delivery method is this? Ooh. Tim, we ain't come to go to school every day. We just want to hear you talk. We got 1 minute. Somebody put it in the chat. Somebody put it. Which IPTA price delivery method is this? Coming from here over to there, right? Which IPTA price delivery method is this? And if y'all struggling to know what I'm talking about, let me go see if I can find some slides to help y'all out. Let me go see if I can find some pictorials to help y'all out. No, IPTA. Somebody put market maker buy model. No, not no. The IPTA price delivery method. The IPTA price delivery method. Stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks, blocks on blocks on blocks on blocks. How does IPTA deliver price? It has 2 methods of delivering price. Stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks, blocks on blocks on blocks on blocks. Stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks. IPTA price delivery. Which method is this? IPTA has 2. Now, it should be clicking in your head now that you see the slide. It should be clicking in your head now that you see the slide. Which IPDA has two methods of delivering price. Which one is this? Now that you see the slide, right? You see the slide now. Let's look at price. Which one is this? Starting here, going there, going there. Which method of price delivery, which IPDA price delivery method is this? This section of price right here. Y'all know I will stay here all day until somebody, Blackout Davis, you get a pass because you new to the mentorship. You new to the mentorship. Price delivery, right? You got recency. That's piece of it. It's two methods. It's two methods of delivering price. What are the two methods of delivering price based off of this right here? What's the two methods? Here we go. Look at Tish coming through. Look at Tish coming through with the hard-hitting answers. Tish say, I'm going to get my grandbaby trust fund up. You hear me? You hear me? Tish say, I'm going to get my grandbaby trust fund up. I've been doing some hard-hitting studying. Either that or I ran and grabbed my notes real quick. So, let me turn on my fancy dancing, right? IPDA, y'all, what I keep telling y'all, stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks, blocks on blocks on blocks on blocks. You got to remember all the stuff we way back at week 1. You got to remember that stuff, right? So when it comes to price delivery, right, IPDA will have two methods. Look at Black Al Davis just throwing stuff out there. Distribution, consolidation. This round got a coach. Black Al Davis just expansion, just putting stuff out there. And Tish already answered the question. Tish already. So when it comes to price delivery, right? There's two methods where IPDA will deliver price, right? It will be, this one here look crazy. I need the one that is, it's, this one here look crazy. Let me get the good one. IPDA price delivery. I need the one with the consolidation over here. That's the one I'm used to using. That's the one I'm used to using. I got to, y'all know how I do. My mind don't work right if the stuff ain't in the right place. Where's the, let me open up my slides. Because the one I'm used to seeing, I need to get the one where they in the right order. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in a rabbit hole right now. God dog it. There we go. guess it's always been on there at the bottom. I guess it has always been on the bottom. For some reason, I thought it was on the side. But I guess it's always been on the bottom. Sorry about that, y'all. I thought consolidation was over here for some reason. But anyway, if the price delivery, right? There's two methods that IPTA will deliver price. And by the way, the market is open, the market is open, the market is open. If you're going to trade, please trade safe. If you're not going to trade, please take copious amounts of notes so you can go back and study the things that you saw today and apply to your future trading endeavors. Enjoy your day. Right? So, two ways that IPTA will deliver price. What's up, Rhonda Green? Rhonda Green popping up in here with the new hell. Yeah, damn it. What's up, Rhonda? Consolidation, expansion, retrace, and then deliver. That's method one. That's method one. Stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks, blocks on blocks on blocks on blocks. Tish, I know you're still in here. What price engine model is the delivery model when it does consolidation, expansion, retrace, and then deliver? Which price engine model is that? For Tish specifically, which price engine model is it when IPTA delivers price from consolidation, expansion, retrace to deliver? And then I'll show it on the chart so that you can see it, give you a little help out. So for those that don't know what we're talking about, right here we have consolidation, which one? We have, and for your one is Amigo and one is not. One is one of the Migos and one is not. Which one is it? Is it the Migo or is it not the Migo? Right? So we have consolidation, we have expansion, we have retracement, and we have deliver. Right there. Remember I said to the high of that. Which IPTA delivery method is it from here to the high of that? Right? Consolidation, expansion, retracement, deliver. Very good. Reaccumulation. So the price engine model that is consolidation, expansion, retracement, deliver, consolidation, expansion, retracement, deliver, right? That is the delivery model by IPTA, and the price engine model of reaccumulation, because reaccumulation is when price consolidates, expands up, and then retraces back to an area of fair value before proceeding on. So that's reaccumulation. That's the price engine model of reaccumulation. Now, if we have now OTE for me. Y'all remember when I told y'all OTE was the go-to entry model back in the day. Let's see if we can find an example here. Can't get it. It's a little one. Let's go to a lower time frame and see if we can get a better example. See a little one there, but I want a good example. Looking for. What's up, Big B? I was looking for a good example in last night's price, but don't look like we gonna get it. Don't look like we gonna get it. Oh, wait a minute. We can use the same area right here on the 1 minute. We're gonna use the same area here on the 1 minute. Okay, we're gonna use the same area on the 1 minute. Yep. Because see, here's the open price right here, right? So the second method of price delivery by IPTA is consolidation, expansion, reversal, retracement, and then deliver, right? So, right, consolidation, expansion, right, came down below the low right there. Reversal, retrace, and deliver, right? So that's the IPTA delivery method: consolidation, expansion, reversal, retrace, deliver. What price engine model is the consolidation, expansion, reversal, retrace, deliver? Which price engine model is that? It's Clue. He's one of the Migos. He's one of the Migos. And in the case of going right here up, it's offset. Yes. Offset accumulation when you're going up, and it's offset distribution when you're going down, right? And the way to remember offset distribution or offset accumulation is you run stops, right? You get the Judas swing, right? Boop, boop, the Judas swing. Expansion, reverse, Judas swing, run stops, however you want to look at it. Offset accumulation. You're running stops and then reversing. With reaccumulation, right? With reaccumulation, you're just accumulating, expanding, and then retracing to an area of fair value, right? So you're accumulating, expanding, retracing to an area of fair value. That's reaccumulation or redistribution for the sense of going down. And if you run stops and reverse, it's offset accumulation and offset distribution. That's the price engine model. The delivery method is only going to do it two ways. You're going to consolidate, expand, retrace, then deliver to your target, or you're going to consolidate, expand, reverse, retrace, and then deliver to your target. Them only two ways it's gonna do it. Right? This teachable moment has been brought to you by stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks, blocks on blocks on blocks on blocks. If that wasn't such a long phrase, I would put it on a t-shirt. If that was such a long phrase, I would put it on a t-shirt. Stacks on stacks on. Man, look at the divergence we got going on right now. Look at that divergence. We got the YM way up here at this high, the NQ in the middle of the range, and the ES in the middle of the range. Divergence. We didn't even look at the three sisters today. Okay. And then after coming back to the BISI, came to consequent encroachment. We expanded up again, displaced away. We displaced away. We got a BISI at 9 o'clock. Got a 9 o'clock BISI, and we have a 9:30 BISI. Okay. So, and we got a volume imbalance right there too. So we came over here, pushed up above the SIBI, right? Closed above it at 10:15, right? The 10 all right, closed above it at 10:15 on the 15-minute candle, but we still don't have an inversion fair value gap yet. We don't get the inversion fair value gap until after midnight, right? So this is the closing candle on the 12 o'clock candle, right? So the 12 o'clock hourly candle is what gave us the inversion fair value gap, right? And for anybody who don't understand what I was talking about, these are 15-minute candles, right? So every time you see a candle at 10:45, right, this is when the 10 o'clock candle closed over here at the high of this SIBI, right? The 10 o'clock candle closed right there at the high of that SIBI at 54.60.50, right? Because that's the 10:45 candle, 15-minute candle. Okay. Then the 11 o'clock candle started, it opened here, and then this is the 11:45 candle right there. So the 11 o'clock candle closed there. We're still inside the SIBI, right? And then the 12 o'clock candle opened there, and then the 12:45 candle is right here and closed there. That's when we got an hourly closure above this hourly fair value gap, right? And there you go. For those who can't see it in their mind like that, see that? See how I just walked through that on the 15-minute candles, right? There's the 10 o'clock candle, 54.60.50. There's the 11 o'clock candle, 54.61.75. There's the 12 o'clock candle, 54.66.25. That gave us our hourly SIBI. That gave us our hourly inversion fair value gap right there. We got an hourly closure above this hourly fair value gap. So this is when it became an inversion fair value gap. Go back to the 15-minute, right? None of these closures, that closure, that closure, that closure, none of those closures made this an inversion fair value gap. Why is that? Because these are 15-minute candles, and this is an hourly PD array. Until you get the confirmation on the same time frame, nothing else matters when it comes to that PD array becoming a PD array or not, right? If you understand what I'm saying. So this is the closure that made that hourly SIBI an inversion fair value gap, right? Stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks, blocks on blocks on blocks on blocks. Remember, the PD arrays, you want to see how price acts on that time frame when it comes to that PD array. Everything below it, you want to see how price responds to it, but the story is being told on that time frame. Okay, so don't get confused when you see, oh, it's a closure up here, we got an inversion fair value. No, we don't have an inversion fair value gap until here. when that candle closed, because this is an hourly PDub. Excuse me. We teaching tonight, baby, or this day today. So once we expand it up there, right? And Tish, oh yeah, I'm picking on you, Tish, right? So once we, right, where we at? 12:45, right there. Okay. So again, what IPTA delivery method is that? And what price engine method is that? Right? Consolidation, expansion, trace, deliver. Right? Right? And then look here. This right here, just based off of watching price, this is a dirty dog trick that IPTA loves to play. If you notice right here, right? If you notice right there, when you're moving past a key time point, moving from a session to a session, moving into a new day, moving into just key time points, right? IPTA loves to play dirty dog tricks like this right here. Dirty dog tricks, just like this. I'm gonna mark this here. And can anybody tell me, right? This right here is the midnight open. You see this line right here? That's the midnight open, right? This is when we opened up. This is when we opened up right here. Does anybody know what the midnight open is, right? What's the midnight open? Right? What's the midnight open? This is like the daily open from when the futures start trading, right? But what's the midnight open when it comes to like the ICT concepts, right? What is the midnight open? What's the midnight open, right? This right here is the daily open based off of IPTA. I mean, based off of how the futures trade, right? But what's the midnight open? Right? That's a new what? It's not true day, but it's a new day, right? It's not the true day, but it's a new day, right? It's a new day for IPTA, right? It's a new day for IPTA. Now, for the what's the name for the quarterly theory? Let me see. Like for the because I said for the ICT concepts, but for quarterly theory, let me check that. I haven't looked at quarterly theory stuff in a minute. But for quarterly theory, yes, for quarterly theory, it's true day, right? For quarterly theory, it's true day, right? But ICT concepts is not quarterly theory. So for the ICT concepts, that's a new day. It's a new day for IPTA. It's just a new day. But quarterly theory, the term is true day, Deborah. It is true day for quarterly theory. I don't want you to be like, wait a minute. I thought that's a quarterly theory term, true day, right? But that's the new day open for the ICT concepts because it's a new day because everything is based off of Eastern Standard Time, and a new day in Eastern Standard Time starts at 12 midnight, right? So 12 midnight to 11:59 is the day, is a day for IPTA, right? So that's a new day, That's a new day. So coming into a new day right here, right? If you see, we coming to a new day right there, right? And we were just talking about how price right here consolidated, expanded, retraced, and then delivered, right? Right, based off of our IPTA delivery model, consolidate, expand, retrace, and then deliver. But can any, based off of what I drew out right here, and based off everything we just said, can anybody spy the dirty dog trick that IPTA will do to shake people out that's on the right side of the market? Can anybody spy it? Can anybody spy it? I'll give you a couple seconds. It's based off, I drew the line right there. Can anybody spy it? The dirty dog trick. My son said he want a Popeye spicy chicken sandwich meal for lunch. Judas swing. Now, manipulation. Not really a Judas swing. It's not really a Judas swing in this case, but it is a type of manipulation, right? And it's not really, it's sort of like a Judas swing. But I ain't even gonna say it's not. It is a Judas swing. You right, Long. It's a Judas swing. It is a Judas swing, right? I give you that. It's a Judas swing. It's a type of manipulation. A Judas swing is a type of manipulation, right? But, and I say it's a dirty dog trick because when you look at this, right? And when you look at this, right? All of this is the consolidation, right? All of that is the consolidation. And then price expands and it retraces, right? And then it goes up. But when you look at it, when we came into the new day, right? When we came into the new day right here, right? That new day is right at the end of this consolidation, right? It's right at the end of this consolidation. But let's zoom in a little closer here, right? From the first candle of the new day, price went up, came back down, and took out stops right here, right? Took out stops right there, trading back down into, right, this fair value gap, trading back down into this order block, and then proceeding to go back up, right? Proceeding to go back up. And I say it's a dirty dog trick because anybody, right? Anybody that gets long off of anything in this price leg right here, right? Their stop is going to be right there, right? Their stop is going to be right there, right? Because we came here, we consolidated there, we got a huge expansion up. So now anybody who trades any of the concepts, it can be fair value gaps, right? It can be propulsion blocks, order blocks, mitigation blocks, anything based off of this price leg right here, your stop is going to be right there. But so many times when we coming into a new session or a new day or any key switch over time frame things, a lot of times IPTA will wipe people off the board and then go. And now, like, it expand up here, you get in, it immediately comes down and wipe you off the board. So now you're afraid to participate. You know what I'm saying? You're afraid to participate. And it's not really giving you it, like this little retracement back down. You're scared of that. You ain't messing with that because it's not displacing away. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not creating fair value gaps. You know, it's dirty dog trick. Dirty dog trick. That's why you got to be sure in your analysis, and you got to trust the process, and you got to have like the screen time to understand some of the stuff that transpires when you're you know what I'm saying, watching this price, right? When you're watching this price, and then look at here, the retracement came all the way over here on the 930 candle, right? Remember when I was just saying it wasn't giving no kind of you don't trust that little retracement, it ain't giving no fair value gaps or nothing, right? We finally get a fair value gap here, right? We get a fair value gap there with a volume imbalance, right? Right there. And then when we come over here and get to the 930 open, right? On the 930 open, coming into a new session, right? The 930 open, right? Price drops down below all of these lows here, right? Comes all the way back down, right? Into the wick of this down close candle right there, right? And it's probably coming to something on another time frame that's more into right there, an hourly fair value gap, right? Right there. You know, we that's the retracement right there, right? I say we ain't get the retracement until way over there. Now that I see it's a hourly fair value gap that it traded down into below consequent encroachment. And then on the 15-minute, look how the bodies of the candles respecting this 4 a.m. Bissy, right? The body's telling the story, right? So we traded down into the hourly fair value gap into the wick of this 15-minute order block right there. Okay. And then went back up. So that's what I say, you got to trust the process and understand the draw when it comes to read and price, right? And you want IPTA to show you what it wants to do through displacement, right? You want to show you what it wants to do through displacement, okay? And that's why I say, unless the narrative has changed, right, you just go with what IPTA is telling you, okay? You just go with what IPTA is telling you, because we like how we went up here and we came back down, drop, you know, it's had this big drop coming back down there, okay? So once we got this big drop here, IPTA just all the displacement has been to the upside, okay? All the displacement has been to the, get out of here, has been to the upside. It's been constantly displacing up, right? We ain't getting no displacement down, okay? So just because this was selling over here, you don't want to get caught trying to short, right? You don't want to get caught trying to short because it's displacing back. It's showing you it's in a buy program now, right? And then you just stick with that until it reaches a level that makes sense, right? Some type of higher time frame PD array, some type of liquidity pool, something that makes sense. And then you start to, once you get there, you just don't jump in. Then you want to see it start to displace lower, right? You want to see it start to displace lower. Okay. And all night, all the displacement been to the upside. So what do we Dow rips 600 points higher as Wall Street claws back some of this week's declines. What do we look for in a buy program? Stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks, blocks on blocks on blocks on blocks. What will price do in a buy program? What will it respect in a buy program? What will it respect in a buy program? What will it respect in a buy program? Respect bullish order blocks. Respect down close candles. Yes. Respect swing lows and down close candles. Yes. And it will respect bullish or discount, meaning below price, PD arrays. Right. So any bullish / discount, meaning below price PD arrays, price will respect it. Right. Respect it. Any down close candles. Right. See these down close candles here? When price went up, we're respecting them. Right? Price went up, came back to a PD array, respecting them. Price went up, it's closing above these down, respecting them. See, closing above them down close candles. Right? Come up here, pull back down to the bullish PD array, respecting it. Right? Respecting the PD arrays. Push up, come back down, bullish PD array, respecting it. Hit a low, right? Hit a low, reject off it quick, respecting it, right? Respecting it. In a buy program, price will respect support levels, bullish PD arrays, lows. If it hit a low, it's going to get back up off it, right? It's going to respect this until it reaches a predetermined point, right? A predetermined point that makes sense. You know, something that's going to make logical sense. Is it hitting a higher time frame PD array? Is it running into a higher time frame PD array? Is it running into something like, for example, here, right? We just came into a reclaimed 4-hour order block. Right? We just came into a 4-hour reclaimed order block. Is that the one that's going to stop price from going up? Who knows? Who cares? But it's just the stuff you keep in your mind. Okay, we've come up to a reclaimed order block. Reclaimed fair value gap. I said order block. We came back up to a reclaimed fair value gap. Right? And for those who don't understand why I'm calling that a reclaimed fair value gap, because this is a 4-hour SIBI from Wednesday at 2 p.m., right? Over here on Thursday at 10 a.m., we closed above it, creating an inversion fair value gap. And then on Thursday at 2 p.m., we closed below it, making it a reclaimed fair value gap. So now we're trading back up to it. And as a reclaimed fair value gap, it's a reclaimed bearish fair value gap. We're anticipating price to use it as resistance. Hit it. You see what I'm saying? And so now we've come up to it, rejected off, went up to it again, right? So it's doing its job. It's doing its job, right? Okay. Came up to it, rejected off it, came down, back to retrace back down into this area, right? That's what gave us our retracement, right? That gave us our retracement at the 8:30 news. We use the 8:30 news to push up into a 4-hour reclaimed fair value gap. And then once we hit that 4-hour reclaimed fair value gap, that gave us our retracement to come back down into our dealing range that we were in right here, right? Right? That brought us back down. This was our range. We can go all the way to the high, right? But it brought us back down into a discount inside our range. Okay, go all the way to the lowest low. Want to go there? Brought us back into, since somebody said something about OTE, let's check that. Right, gave us a close to a 70, very close to a 70% retracement. 70%. It's inside OTE though, right? So it came back to 54.70 even. And the 70% retracement is it was one tick. It was one tick away from a 70% retracement. The 70% is 54.69.75, and it came down to 54.70 even. So it was one tick away from a 70% retracement. And if they use the news to push us up to the reclaimed fair value gap on the 4-hour level, and use the reclaimed fair value gap to give us our retracement back into the range, right? And not only did it give us our retracement back into the range, it wiped players off the board. Came down, wiped players off the board that had trailed their stops, right? That trailed their stops. And that was, it's right here is our, I like to use 8:30 for my kill zone because I trade the indexes, and this is like the news embargoes for the indexes. But 7:30 is the actual kill zone time that Michael teaches for the, but it's, Forex, the times are just a little different, but 7:30, 8:30, however you want to do it. But we're coming into a new key time frame, right? Use the news to take out all the buy stops and then go up into the reclaimed fair value gap, and then reversed and took out, knocked everybody off the board in this retracement, right? Right here, right? Took everybody up under the coming from 7:30, 8:30. See that there? Took everybody out there, took everybody out down here, and then pushed back up, right? Will we get chop slop? Who knows? But with this divergence, it's very likely. Anyway, man, I'm just running my mouth. I'm just talking. I'm just trying to explain to y'all how, because people all be like, I can't see the stuff in real time. I can't see the stuff in real time. It ain't no magic wand. It's this. This is what it is. It's understanding the concepts, and then when you see it in price, say, okay, I see that. That has happened. Now I expect this. If then statements. If price does this, then I'm gonna do that. If price does this, then I'm gonna do that. If then, it's all computer based. Anybody that know anything about computer programming, you know about if-then statements. If-then. That's all I got, man. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Hopefully I said something that made some sense to somebody. Does anybody have anything for me? Tonight, we got the power of three. Got the power of three. Tonight is the last official educational video for the art of reading price action. I like to thank y'all for coming on this journey with me, man. 19 episodes. Tonight is going to be number 19. 19 episodes. All right. Now, moving forward, for anybody that's in the paid portion of the mentorship, we're gonna be doing tape reading on Mondays. It's gonna be private videos for those that's in the paid portion of the mentorship. We're doing tape reading on Monday mornings during the New York session. We still gonna meet on Wednesday nights for anybody who got any questions about homework, because it's a self-paced thing. It's not, like we just had somebody that just joined the mentorship yesterday, right? So it's a self-paced thing. So as long as there's somebody in the paid portion of the mentorship, we're going to be doing the second Sunday Q&As at 7 p.m. We're going to do the Wednesday night homework reviews, 7 p.m. We're going to do the tape reading on Mondays for the New York session, right? The tape reading for Mondays on the New York session. So going forward, it won't be no overnight price action on Mondays. This Monday we will, but after that, there won't be no overnight price action on Mondays, because we're gonna be me and the mentees gonna be doing tape reading. But once the last person drops out of the mentorship, then all of that go bye-bye. Because it ain't nobody to do it. Ain't no mentees in the mentorship. So that is that. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me, man. Hey, if you're gonna trade, please trade safe. If you're not gonna trade, please take a copious amounts of notes so you can go back and study the things that you saw today in the price action. To the next time I decide to get on Al Gore's internet and share my thoughts on this thing we call price action. Y'all be safe out here in these trading streets, man. It's your boy, Aranya Grande. That's Big Spider for those that don't upload Spaniel, man. Gone. Yeah.